This just in. As a small service business owner, tech billionaires desperately want you to believe that rushing unguided, automated software into your core operations is a harmless shortcut to wealth. It isn't. It is an incredibly dangerous game, and the legal system is finally stepping in to burn it down. For the past year, Silicon Valley has been operating on a manic ethos of moving fast and breaking things, completely ignoring the societal wreckage left in their wake. But the wild, unmanaged honeymoon is officially over. In a historic escalation, a state government has just filed a staggering civil lawsuit directly targeting the golden boys of artificial intelligence for pushing dangerous code onto the public just to secure market dominance. As a StoryBrand certified guide, I am constantly warning business owners that prioritizing cheap scale over foundational safety and human empathy is a strategic suicide mission. When you strip real human governance from your processes, your organization doesn't achieve a digital utopia. It becomes an active public liability. So let's rip apart the landmark lawsuit accusing Sam Altman of a reckless disregard for human life, explore the devastating failure modes of unguided algorithms, and discuss how you can build a stable, intensely human brand that survives the corporate fallout. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Vicky Sidler, a StoryBrand certified guide and duct tape marketing strategist from the Strategic Marketing Tribe. And I help small business owners like you build failure-proof marketing by focusing on the exact 20% of effort that drives 80% of the results. All so that your marketing stops feeling like a miserable second job you never asked for. But let's be honest, if your messaging is confusing or tries to say everything at once, your ideal clients will instantly ignore you. That's what my 5-minute marketing fix was built to solve. Stop losing sales. Download the fix now. You can get it for free in the description below, or you can go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. Okay, now with all of that out of the way, why is a state government treating Sam Altman like a public nuisance? You might naturally assume that tech monopolies are entirely insulated from personal accountability, but the legal framework of product liability is crashing through their front door. In a landmark civil action filed by Florida Attorney General James Utmeyer, the state has officially sued OpenAI and its chief executive, Sam Altman. The complaint cuts right through the standard Silicon Valley marketing fluff, explicitly stating that the defendants have been driven by an insatiable quest to win the AI arms race and amass large fortunes, despite knowing the danger of ChatGPT. This isn't a minor regulatory slap on the wrist. The state is actively seeking to hold Altman accountable personally for his reckless and willful conduct. They have hit the company with 4 counts of deceptive and unfair trade practices, 2 counts of negligence, 2 counts of product liability law violation, fraudulent misrepresentation, and a count of causing a public nuisance. Which brings us to the question of what happens when you value market share over human safety. The underlying mechanic of this historic lawsuit stems from a terrifying reality. Unguided chatbots are fundamentally incapable of self-policing, and the consequences are deadly. The legal action follows the heels of horrific real-world violence in the state, including a deadly mass shooting at Florida State University and a double murder at the University of South Florida. In both investigations, it was discovered that the perpetrators had extensively consulted and utilized ChatGPT to plan their violent attacks. While OpenAI's marketing team paraded the software as a friendly conversational tool, the platform was actively acting as an automated compliance engine for atrocities. When a corporation launches a product knowing it contains critical failure modes just to grab early market share, the legal system stops treating them as innovators and starts treating them as negligent manufacturers. So, can you actually prompt your way out of total legal accountability? If you think you can smoothly trick your marketplace by deploying entirely unguided AI systems in your client-facing workflows, you are entirely delusional. Florida's Attorney General isn't just looking for a simple fine. The state is demanding a court order to strictly regulate OpenAI's actions, alongside an entirely separate, active criminal investigation. The core lesson for your small service business is simple. The excuse of the algorithm did it is officially dead. If your marketing, fulfillment, or communication systems rely on a tool that fabricates lies, violates privacy, or ignores ethical guardrails, you are the one holding the liability. The race to look like the most automated brand is a trap that leads directly to operational ruin. True value only happens when a responsible human being stays firmly in control of the strategic decisions and the voice of the business. Okay, so how do you stand out in a market terrified of toxic automation? You must realize that the ultimate competitive advantage in the modern economy is the emotional signal of real, unadulterated human authority. The public is rapidly turning against the sterile, reckless narrative of pure tech automation. To build a premium brand that commands high fees, you must position yourself as an empathetic, stable guide who rejects lazy shortcuts. If your brand sounds like a detached, unmanaged chatbot, you will be cast aside by an increasingly skeptical audience. You need a clear structural foundation to secure your brand before the chaotic fallout of the tech arms race compromises your reputation. So get my 5-minute marketing fix. This rapid diagnostic tool uses your actual human brain to craft a crystal clear story brand one-liner. It gives you a standardized, reliable framework to firmly establish your unique perspective. Remember that you cannot prompt your way to customer trust. Prove to your clients that your business isn't a lawless, automated vacuum, but a highly disciplined human operation that actually puts in the effort to understand and solve their problems safely. Stop chasing reckless shortcuts. Download the fix now. You can get it for free in the description below, or you can go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. But what about you? What is the most spectacular example of a corporation rushing an automated tool into production and immediately paying the price? I'll go first. Air Canada decided to cut corners on their customer support by deploying a cheap AI chatbot, which immediately hallucinated a completely fake refund policy to a grieving passenger. A legal tribunal then forced the airline to legally honor the robot's fabricated discount, proving that reckless automation is a massive financial liability. Okay, your turn. What comes to mind for you? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, you might like this one too. It's about the Harvard AI rebellion and why the next generation is sabotaging automated slop. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.